get in the comment section. Are you seeing me first of all? Orientation is locked. All right. Can anybody see me there? Have you seen it? All right. So, I think I should rotate my device back. Let me see how it's showing on your distance. Okay, somebody, baby, good. So let's go. I want to make sure I want to make sure it's looking good. It's portrait. Uh, all right, no problem. Hi, everybody. Um, Welcome to class. I don't know what's wrong with the former link. We scheduled a live class, but I don't know what is wrong with that link. It wasn't working. So I had to start a new live all together from the start. All right. So this is me, Ugochukwu Nwinya, and I am welcoming you to my very first YouTube class, the 4.8 GP Blueprint. If you can hear me, I would love to see your comments and let me know that you can really hear me audibly, please. Yes, I would love to know. Can somebody tell me if you are hearing me or not? Okay, thank you so much. I will need another person to let's hear from 2 or more persons that you can hear me very well. So we continue. I can see Chimeze Kasme is saying we can hear you. Okay. All right. I want somebody else. Confidence Okorie. All right, we can hear you. Thank you so much for the class. If you are a Nigerian university student, 100 level to final year, this live class is for you. Yes. Tonight, I am not here to motivate you. I am here to teach you a system. A system that, if applied correctly, can take your GP to 4.8 and above consistently, regardless of your course, your university, your level, or anything at all. If you've ever read hard and you scored poorly, you've left an exam hall scared and confused. If you've ever said to yourself, I don't understand why I failed. They gave me an F, because they always give us F, but if it's A that you got an A, right? So if that is you, stay with me. But while you're staying with me, please help me share the link on your status or anywhere to somebody. Invite somebody to the class. I'm only giving you 60 seconds to do this, please, because the former link we uploaded is not working. So please, I would love for you to share the link. Only 60 seconds and we are back. Thank you so much. I'm waiting. I'm counting on you. We are 6 persons here. In the next 60 seconds, we are supposed to be triple of that number. I want everybody who is a student to be on this live now. Yeah, we are increasing. We are 7. Please. Thank you so much. I don't like the reflection I'm getting from these glasses, so I'm going to remove it. All right. Oh, Nwinya Newman. Oh, thank you so much. Please, it's a second to share the live. Share it to somebody that needs it. We have only 50 seconds now to do that. 50 seconds to do that, please. Thank you so much. The former link, like I said, did not work again, so we had to just start afresh. Thank you so much. Thank you. Goodness Johnson, thank you for joining the live. Arch, thank you for joining the live. Thank you for joining the live. K-Media Entertainment, thank you so much. We are going to start. We are kickstarting in the next 30 seconds. Share to everybody. Share to your departmental group chat. Tell them that they need this live class now. Share to your lecturer. It be like say the middle. Share to everybody, please. Let's go. 10 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. Sorry. All right. All right. Christiana Johnson, thank you for joining the live. We are starting now. All right. I believe everybody is here. I believe everybody is here. Let's go. Let me say this clearly before we start. Most Nigerian students are failing not because they are dull. I personally believe that intelligence is not a guarantee to succeed or pass exams in Nigerian universities. Yes, they are failing because they are using the wrong strategy. University is not about intelligence. I would say that again. It is about understanding the exam system. And that's what I'll be doing for you here today, step by step. Now, it is pertinent for you to know that all live participants of this class, I promised you people a free ebook, the 4.8 GP blueprint written by me, that is not AI. This is one of my strong points in this particular book. It is not Google. This is human experience. All right. So it is not AI, and I'll be giving it for free to all the live participants. Favy, thank you so much for joining. She said, I've gained a new follower. Thank you so much. I am really, Jonah Isaac, thank you for joining. So now let's kickstart. I would like you to know that this system works in Unilag, Unilorin, APSU, IMSU, Unizampara. I've not heard of that before, by the way. Anyway, Unidamaturu. But I'm just trying to make sure you know that it works anywhere. Take me to them. Because Nigeria exams follow the same pattern, right? So if you're expecting to say, read your notes, if you're expecting me to say that, nah, that's not what I'm going to say in this live. If you're expecting me to say that, be sure, no, that's wrong. Rest assured to be disappointed, all right? But if you want to learn how to read less and score higher, how to predict exam questions, how to answer like a first class student, and how to stop wasting your efforts, then stay till the end. One of the video ads we used for this class, in one of the video ads, I told you people that when I got 4.8 GP was a semester I read the list. And I was even shooting, because if you know me, I'm a filmmaker. I was shooting this hell called uni. I was writing the script, I was shooting. The day we finished exam, I shot the next day. Yes. So it works. All right. Let's go. We're about to kickstart. So fasten your seatbelt now. I'm going to be telling you why. Okay, before we go that, I don't know if I can share a slide here, but let's go. Who is this class for? This class is for you if you are a Nigerian university student. You read hard but score poorly. You want first class or strong 2-1. You're tired of guessing in exams. Now, let me tell you why most Nigerian students fail. Most Nigerian students fail because they read everything. They read everything. They read randomly. They memorize blindly. But exams do not reward effort. Your lecturer does not know if you read the most. He just wants to see your script and reward what you have written, not how many hours you lost sleep because of the exam. Exams reward precision. You have to go straight to the point. I was talking to a friend of mine in 300 level, and I was telling him earlier today, that exams, lecturers follow patterns. Lecturers follow how you read, and how you write. I was telling him there's a way to read, and then there's a way to write in exams. Yes, you tell the lecturer, because he's somebody who is teaching you. This is somebody who he has been in your state or your stage, so he knows more than you, and you have to just prove to him that you know what he taught you, or even if he did not teach you, you know that thing he knows. So exams follow a particular pattern, precision. When you are asked to, I think I'm running too fast. Let me shall follow this the slides I have written out for you, so I don't say something now and have to also say it again later in the class. All right. So let me shock you to say that before exam starts, all right, before your exam starts, before the first semester or second semester, your lecturer already knows the questions he's going to set, or maybe he knows the type of question he's going to set. Yes. And it is left for you to pay attention, keen attention to those things he's emphasizing on, he's hammering on in exams, because those are going to be the compulsory questions. So the mistake students make is reading like a first class, like a reader, not like a first class student. Read the course like a business. Read the course like you're going to present a business pitch. You're going to pitch a business idea to somebody. Don't read it because read it like a business. Mean business. Every course has three things that each lecturer look out for in the exam. One, repeated topics. They have this topic they repeat every time. Like my property law, when I was in 400 level, my property law lecturer, that is particular course, every time he comes, he's telling you traditional method of purchasing land, traditional method of purchasing land. And, look out for those topics they hammer every time. That even if they pass that particular topic in the course outline, somehow they still come back to it. Look out for the lecturer's bias. Look out for exam structure. See, lecturers are lazy and like they repeat exam questions. Why do I feel like? Let's continue. Your first job is not to read notes. Your first job, if you're reading for an exam, is to analyze past questions. Your first job is not to read notes. Your first job is to analyze past questions. So before you start reading for a course, try to see if you can get the past question. That is, if it's the same lecturer that is taking the course you are currently taking. All right. So try to analyze the past questions. Try to see those compulsory questions that this. Try to get them. Analyze the questions before you open your book. They taught us this thing in English language when we were in secondary school about how to answer comprehension questions. That before you even read the comprehension, you first go to the questions and like soft through it. This. All right. Then you come back to read to read the comprehension. What that does for you is to help you when you're reading the comprehension. You already have an idea of the questions that come. So when you see something like, you go back to the question like, this is it. This is it. So if a topic appears 3 times or 3 to 5 times in past questions, it's not optional. It is coming out. So the past set wrote this question, the other set wrote this question. They said, oh, we are all Nigerian students, so if I speak pidgin, all of us will understand. Okay? So it's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out. It's not optional. It's going to come out. Smart students don't ask what's in the notes. They ask what is likely to be asked. Now, here is a rule that changed everything for me. Here is one rule that changed the game for me. I spent 70% of my time on likely questions and then 30% on general understanding. When I've had a clue, I'm like, oh, this is definitely going to come out. I read those questions. You see that question? I read the notes that come out. I browse, I read my notes, the lecture, everything. I read it with all my life. And then, the other questions, like the other parts that did not come out, I love to have an idea or a clue of what those places are, in case, who knows? Because I have this particular lecturer that I don't want to mention his name. Let me not mention his name. That he loves surprising you. That is his hobby. He loves that. Even if all of you cluster together in exams and he's not even looking at you people to invigilate, he knows who is coming first, who's coming second, who's coming third in that exam. All right. So most students do the opposite and they fail. they like if you have like 10 topics, just know that 5 are high probability, they're going to come out. 3 are medium, then 2 very low probability. You're sure the end's going to come. The end's going to show in the distance. All right. So your GP depends on how you treat those top 5 questions, those 5 topics rather. Your GP solely depends on them. So now let us go to how first class students answer questions. How first class students answer questions. But before that, when you get your past question, your past question tells you what matters. Oh, I think I've repeated this thing because I'm looking at my slide that I prepared. And okay, okay, okay. I think I have repeated this thing. So let me just go to the next heading that I have here. Um, how first class students answer questions. Thank you so much for everybody that is joining. Anthony Meribe, thank you so much for joining. Adokiye Belima, thank you so much for joining. Bethel Oji, thank you so much for joining. Andrea Mullins, thank you so much for joining. Jonah Isaac, thank you so much. Please, one more time. AK God's Gift, Fevi Girl, thank you so much for joining. Keep texting anything you feel like is that it's profound that I share. Just keep reiterating it in the comment section. Let's go. So exams are not just about correct answers. There is a way you present them. Presentation matters a lot. I've said this thing earlier, but now let me emphasize on it. Presentation matters a lot. They are telling you to explain, let's say, the traditional method or modes of acquiring land, and you just number one. No, you have to first tell the lecturer that the traditional method of, you introduce the concept to him. So he knows that you even know that, oh, since there was a traditional method, when the traditional method came when the colonial masters haven't come, this, that, then you emphasize on it, and even to maybe go extra mile. You also tell him that when the colonial masters came, it was no longer. Then you now go into the nitty-gritty of the question. So presentation matters a lot. Your answer should start strong. It should be structured, and it should end clearly. Markers are tired. Our lecturers, they are tired. They just want to see an orderly presentation of your work, and they might not even read through, even though most lecturers read through. They might not even read through, but they go on. So use headings. That's the first thing to do. Somebody should, and so let me see for the points that I'm making. Just put it up. First thing you do is to use headings. Fegus, I can see you. Welcome. Use headings. Define before you explain. Define before you explain. Let the lecturer know that you understand what you are talking about. So that is why after definition, maybe your definition is in short, you go on to tell the person that I really understand this thing. If possible, give him examples. Use headings first. Then give relevant examples, and especially if the examples are very common, it happens in Nigeria, it happens in your state, maybe even in your campus, use those examples. Never dump knowledge. Communicate intelligence. Let this man read your work and be like, this guy, this girl, who is this person? I've written an exam and I came out maybe the next semester. The lecturer that taught me in 100 levels second semester came to ask, Nwinya. I think that was the semester I got like first 4.3. Because the English, it was a GST English. I made this one know that me self, I understand you. You said they try war. You are trying, I understand you. So first of all, use heading. Second, you define before you explain. Don't forget to explain. Don't just define. Define, explain, use relevant examples, especially the ones that are common. If it's happening in your school, even in your class, maybe in your society around you in Nigeria. Come on, maybe when you've given those ones, you can now travel abroad to drive home your point. Yes. So the next thing is I want to talk about is exam hall intelligence. Exam hall intelligence. Hi. This might sound controversial, but nobody answer people, nobody tell people when you never finish. Tell you can if there is a chance, and now I'm not condoning malpractice. We are in Nigeria, and most Nigerian students know that one way or the other, people will do some malpractice in the example. But don't tell anybody anything. Not come and be living your own work. Finish, be selfish. This is literally your life. This is literally your exam. Because I've seen people that, but I told you this thing, and then you be selfish first. But tell people, but don't come and they will tell you when you're here. So, exam hall intelligence requires time management. The first thing I do, I'm not wearing my wristwatch, and I'm so sorry. The first thing I do when I get my exam script is I check the time allotted or allocated for. Is it allocated or allotted? Allocated for the questions. Let me say you have 6 questions to answer for, right? I check the time to answer the 4 questions. Let's say 2 hours. I check the compulsory one. That compulsory one that has like more marks than the other ones. 25 marks. I do 2 hours. That's 120 minutes divided by 4. So what should you hear fast, please? So somebody here should do it. 120 divided by 4. So that if you are, please do it. 120 divided by 4. What? 30. So you have 30 minutes to answer each of the 4 questions if you want to get an A. All right? You have 30 minutes to answer each of the 4 questions. Somebody's following us from USA. Somebody's in this live from USA. Andrea Mullings, you are saying in USA here, we still ask our fellow mates though. Don't mind me, Tosha, but beautiful. So I calculate how many minutes I have to answer each question. So you have 2 hours to answer 4 questions. That means each question has 30 minutes. Now, me, Ugochukwu Nwinya, what I do is I give number 1 40 minutes. That's most compulsory one that has higher mark than the others. And whether or not I am done with that question, please help me call Harmony. Fergus, help me text Harmony. Harmony should see this. I really promised like I was going to come to this class. So please, I give that compulsory question 40 minutes out of the 30 minutes. I know I'm depriving some questions some amount of time, right? But then it is compulsory and it has higher mark. Maybe it has 30, the other ones have 20. Then after I am done with that, whether or not I'm done, once my 40 minutes has expired, I am leaving it to the next one. Now, what this does for you is that you touched all the questions. But somebody there in the same exam is like, hey, I only wrote number 1 and number 2. I did not finish. This happened to my best friend. I'm so sorry, but this happened to her many times. Even though she still got an A, she managed to get an A, but she was so angry because she gave her all, wrote, not compulsory, she wrote everything, and then she had limited time to write the 2, 3, 4, and maybe she did not even touch 4. You get, and then you're like, so exam hall intelligence requires discipline. So whether or not, I know why it seems like I'm shouting, but please, I want you to get this. Whether or not you are done with that one, once that time has expired, leave it. You have tried. Answer the other ones. So where other people are getting a dash for not answering or attempting that first question, you are getting a 5. You're getting a 10 out of 20, out of 15. You're getting something and it's boosting your score. See, after this class, and you don't get a 4.9, not even 4.8, you go fight. We are definitely going to fight because these are principles that have worked for me. Answer the questions you know best. And if you have checked those past questions, likely there is a high chance that the compulsory questions always repeat itself. So it gives you, the leverage to read those ones more and even know it more. Answer those. Oh God, Answering the questions you know best. What it does for you is that it builds your confidence. It builds proper last. Let me just give you an example, please. Last semester, my property law exam, I forgot it was supposed to be 5 modes of traditional way of selling land, and I wrote 4. I totally forgot the last one. But the way I explained this thing for this man, I got the highest in that slide. I think that was 73 or 74. Yes. So starting strong, the ones you know first, starting strong, what it does, it builds your confidence and it secures your mark. And what it does to the lecturer that is marking is when he sees that your first question that you answered best, that you know well, he sees that now they can, oh goodness, I don't want to speak Igbo here. And he sees your question and he's like, he's impressed. And what do they say about first impressions? It matters. First impressions, they matter. Yes. So start strong. Start off strong. Please, someone should write it in the. I want to be seeing it here. Start off strong. So the next thing, never spend 30 minutes or more answering a stubborn question. A question that you know that maybe you doesn't have high mark, and you're just trying to do strong. You go carry B or C. Well, I'm joking. So, having answered that, let me tell you some mistakes that. Let me put this. Sorry, I just saw this in my slide, and I want to say it here. GP killers are not difficult questions. They are stubborn decisions you make. You know that this question you don't know it too well, but because everybody is not answering that question, you want to show that you said you read it small. You have small idea. You don't know it too well, though. I'm talking to somebody, one of my classmates now. I know. You will say, what is life later? You want to show that you said you know it small, but you don't know it too well. You go carry C. You will get a B in that course. So let me tell you 3 mistakes that destroy GP. 3 mistakes that destroy GP. 1, waiting till 1 week before exam to read. Fingers are pointing at me now because my exam is literally starting on Tuesday next week, and I am here doing this live video. And I have a film coming up on the 12th of February, which I'm going to talk about before this live ends, right? But I'm going to read. Trust me. I'm going to read. I'm going to try my best because I cannot be telling you how to get a 4.8 GP without, getting it. So, 1, do not wait till 3 nights. If some people wait till 1 day and then they're like, no. Once you know that, even before you know the exam, just start reading. 20 minutes in. Do you know that you can do, if you can, I don't know, you can not do 20 minutes every day. But then a day to exam, you are doing all night. Who are you fooling? And the all night self, some will read, some will not. Somebody's asking a question. What happens when the professor doesn't work with the time given? What happens when the professor, please, can you explain further so I understand the context you are, where you're coming from, and know how to give you an example. And by the way, you say you're in US, so let's just know what's up. So waiting 1 week till exam week. No, don't do that. If you're in this life class, start reading now. Exam is starting March. Read now. 20 minutes every day will save you a lot of energy that time. What you're going to be doing then is revision. I remember this when I read it that time. Oh, yeah. 2, studying emotionally instead of strategically. You are putting emotions in your exams. When it's not a relationship. 3, depending alone on lecture notes. Depending alone. If you see me studying, you would assume maybe I am mad because I have the textbook. I have my notes. I have my phone. I have something else I'm taking. I have Black's Dictionary. I have this. I have those things you just when the lecturer is teaching. Bring it down. The note he's giving you, still bring it. The textbooks, then ask Google, ask ChatGPT, ask Grok to explain further so that you have a wholesome experience, so that you have like a wholesome knowledge of what you're going to. I don't need to be talking too much, guys. 4, writing long nonsense answers. You don't know this thing very well, but you want your notes to be big. We do this often. Jesus Christ. We do this often. you don't know this very well, but you want the lecturer to think that this, the lecturer knows that you don't know it. See, this person has been in your shoe. This person has been in your shoe. He knows more than you. He's your teacher. Just imagine you trying to like out know your parents. No. So instead of writing long nonsense answers, just use the effort to think on giving it more, even if it's little but strong, solid answers. Avoid all this, and your GP will respond. All right. So let me okay. So we've talked about exam hall discipline. The time in the question paper, I mean. All right, so let me quickly respond to the question Andrea Mullings is asking, right? He says, or she says, what happens when the professor doesn't work with the time given? I mean, the time in the question paper, I mean. Yeah, I know it comes, this happens sometimes when the lecturer, maybe some lecturers just feel like, it has happened to us too, when lecturers feels like, instead of 2 hours, that this question is so cheap. Lecturers are funny, Misha. This question is so cheap. It shouldn't take you up more than 30 minutes or 1 hour to write it. My own advice for you, my solid advice for you is to I want to give you a solid answer. I just don't want to respond to you. I want to give see my answer to you is start right. Just write you. Make use of the small time you have. Yes. Don't leave the time just you that little amount of time you have, right? Right. Pour out your own knowledge. Tell them everything that write it out. Write those things, and just try your best. Make sure that what you're giving the person is your best, and try to avoid all these people. I don't even like trust. If you are here and you're part of those people that after exam, what did you write? When I cannot take back my script, please, I'm begging you, don't give me high blood pressure. Take it, please. Let me focus on my life. I've written it. I cannot change. I know some people do that to maybe if they wrote a wrong answer to like try to know it for themselves. But I don't even want anything I written in their exam. So shall it be. In Jesus' name. Amen. Now we've talked about intelligent answering. Intelligent answering is what we've said it here before. Let me just put it up. Let me see if I can put it up in the chat. Where Fergus and the rest were, giving define before explanation, start off strong, give relevant examples. That is what we have here. If you have any questions, I would like you to ask quickly so that we know what we are going to do from here. And then after this, we're going to put up the link for the 4.8 GB blueprint ebook, the book written by me. So we know how to, it's strictly, please don't give it out to anybody. It's strictly for people. Mark Ugochukwu, I am Banks. Thank you for joining the class. Thank you so much for joining the live class. Everybody that is here, you have a special place in heaven. Me and you. Yeah, I'm checking my time. I'm working with time so that we are about to wrap up. Before this, what's that? Okay, so if you have any questions, anything you feel like you need to ask me, let's drop it out. Let's drop it here so we can share the questions I have. So we can share the ebook and then we go. So any question you have here, please, let's do that. Let's do that now. Oh, very good. You're still here. Thank you so much for joining the class. If there is any question you have, ask. And then if there is any, what's it called? Anything you learned, ask it also now. So we share the, one more time. Like. Let's take our likes up to like 50. Let's take our likes to 50. Let's take our likes up to 50. Let's take our likes up to 50. So any questions you have, ask. Anything you've learned, I want to see it. I need like 10 persons here to tell me what they've learned from this live class. Even if it's a word, I'll be okay. That's all I want. 10 persons. Okay, Mark Ugochukwu is saying start up strong. Thank you so much. I believe I've been talking to people and people who really, really want to make a change in be consistent. All right. Kasmir Chimeze is saying be consistent. 8 more persons to tell me what they've learned and maybe something you're going to do differently. Something that you just learned in this class or a question you have, just put it up now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, as we are going to be doing that, we where they use overnight take critics courses. Thank you. You've learned. I believe you've learned the hard way, probably, because be selfish in the beginning. Yes, yes. Make sure you have written well enough that you are confident of yourself. That you're going to get it. You got to get an A before you start telling people. Don't come and use the first few minutes, the first 30 seconds, 30 minutes, 1 hour to be telling to right. Focus on your work first. Time management. Again, permissi. Okay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name well. What if you are not done and the lecturer says pens up? Chimeze Kasime. That's what I said before. Right, start you before they say the pens up. Use all those time that you have to write. So write everything you know. Write everything you've read. Make sure prove to the lecturer. Tell the lecturer that I understand. I understand this thing you're teaching. Please, remaining 6 more people to tell me what you have learned from the class so we can wrap it up and I share the live ebook. Are you? Yes, I'm a law student, but this does not only apply to law students, it applies to every Nigerian university student. Yes, no matter your department. Fegus is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Give relevant and relatable examples. Yes, probably, preferably rather, those examples, those exact examples the lecturer gave in class. If I remind him of that one, give it to him. Those ones that maybe he will not write down, but he was trying to say, give it to him. He would know that I'm not arrogant, please. You say I know a law student, and when I see one, I know. So I'm so arrogant. I'm not arrogant. If it is arrogance, maybe I am, but I'm not. So preferably those examples you give, the lecturer gave in the. Please bring your questions. Baby good, what have you learned in my life class, please? Baby good, tell me what you've learned in my life class. I'm calling you out. Tell me. Okay, site cases, and that is for law students now. What level are you? Are we here to discuss me? We have to learn about 4.8 GB blueprint, guy or girl. I don't know. I'm going to stop studying under pressure. I'll start reading early instead. Thank you so much. I hope you do this. I hope you do this, my screen partner. I really hope you do this. Stop waiting until a few days to the exam. Start now. Your exam is in March, I guess, right? That's what you told me. March. Start now. I'm going to hold you accountable. Yes. Every weekend, because I cannot see every day, but every weekend I am going to make sure I come to you and you will tell me what you've read. I'm going to chat you up. You're going to tell me what you've read that week, and I'll ask you questions. You understand? Mark Ugochukwu is saying GP killers are the silly decisions we make. So can anybody remind me the GP killers we make? Some of the GP killers, the bad decisions we make that kill our GP. Princess, you joined late. We are almost done with the class. What's left now is to share the live class, the ebook to only the 15 persons in this live. And 15 is 15. Joshua, welcome to the class. So the GP killers are one, waiting 1 week till exam to begin. 2, studying emotionally. Comot emotion, remove sentiment. Do it like it's a business. Study like you're going to one place to pitch. You're going to sit in and chop and pitch that idea you have. Like once you pitch it like this, it's going to study like that. Yes. So waiting 1 week to exam, don't do it again. Studying with emotions, never try it again. Depending only on lecture notes, use textbooks if you can get. Try and get. Use textbooks, use your lecture notes, those side notes that, side comments lecturers make in exam hall. Those every AI, everything. Study with them. Get everything holy, holy, holy. Yes, get the best. Oh goodness me, writing long nonsense. That's the that's. Please don't do that. Law students are not good people. I studied accounting and we have beef. No problem now. You have beef with yourself, guy. It's not me, please. It's not me. So I think we're going to wrap it up here. I think we're going to wrap it up here. How can one manage? Let me answer this question. Smiling Dove is saying, how can one manage blackouts, not blankouts? How can one manage blackouts inside exam hall even after proper studying before the exams? This hasn't happened to me before, but let me say what I feel like. Has it happened to anybody here? Okay, somebody here is saying that because I'm not working alone, I have some people here that, and I want to make sure. Sorry, Chisholm Obunaya, you have network issues, but I want to make sure that I give you the best answer that I can get. Um, so somebody here is saying that happened to her, but what they did was to take deep breaths. Don't panic. That is not the time for you to panic. Deep breaths. Calm your. See, try to get calm. Try to remember everything you've read. Even before I started this live, I was tensed. Yes, I know I have read my slides over and over and over and over again, and I have, and I have um, done it all like in preparation, but I was still tense. I had to even call one of my friends to give me a pep talk, kind of. But I had to calm down, breathe, and here we are. We are almost done with the life class, and this is one of the things I said I was going to do in November last year, and I've ticked it in my box. So for you, what I have to tell you is start small. Do not panic. Start from the ones you know. Those ones that once you're remembering them, as you're remembering them, the more you write, the more you remember. And I pray that God helps you so much. Read better. Reading partner. Yes, have a study partner if you can. The person that said this thing is my study partner, by the way. Have a study partner if you can. And when they change your seat or her seat or his seat, like that your partner, tell them to change your own to that place they are. Oh God. I remember one time in 200 level when they changed my reading partner seat. And we're like, when that reading partner that reminds you of those small things you've forgotten. I have to say, sir, please change my seat too. We read together, so we kind of know the same things. But yeah, if you have blackout, cheato, please, this is not a place to condone cheating. It's not my page. Please, delete this message before YouTube will come and say that. No, please, I'm begging you. No, please. Any other translation? And let me go. So we talked about cramming. Please do not blindly cram. Do not blindly cram. So I think exactly at 8:50, I will be releasing the link or tell you how you can access the free e-book. So finally, we're almost done. Let's do this. Please share this video to your classmates, to your friends in the university, to your children, to anybody who has an exam in any Nigerian university, whether postgraduate examinations. It works. So guys, it's almost 8:50 and I am about to let me tap the link. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's go. We are done with the class. Thank you so much for engaging. Thank you so much. Please, this is not a place to come and show yourself. This is a place to come and show idiosyncrasies. This one, you just come and show your daftness. Please. Which one is your reading partner is so good, but when she's busty, who is asking? Please, please. I don't know what's wrong with my people here. But please, right now, we're going to be giving the live ebooks. I've taken a screen record of everybody who is in this class right now. I think I have. Bruno, you're on the live, right? Can you help me type something? Let me pin your comment here. The phone number to access the free ebook. How do you manage to stay consistent? Yeah, do you want? Can I use? Yeah. How do you manage to stay consistent? Just try to show up. I don't have big something to tell you. I just try to show up every day. And because I know that I want to graduate with a strong, even if it's not a first class, a strong 2-1, right? I show up every day, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Sometimes how we read, let me say this in case you have a similar scenario and it can help you. In my room, the people upstairs, everybody, the exam period used to come and we like bring food together. We read, even if it's 3 a.m., we start cooking because when there is food, there is, it's easier to read. So thank you so much for joining, every single person. I am super, super excited. Thank you for joining me. People that are joining from the US, I am super, super, super grateful that you are joining me. So the phone number is going to go up now. Immediately it's 850. So please, it's a WhatsApp number. Chat the person up and ask the person to give you the ebook. Ask for the ebook. Tell the person you are. I've not seen it here. 904-657-10. Yeah. So once the person just chat the person up and tell them to give you, just tell them we were at the live class with Ugochukwu Nwinya and you'd get your ebook. Please, when you get that ebook, read it, study it. I planned on selling that ebook because the amount of knowledge I put in that thing, the amount of knowledge I put in that ebook, nobody should trivialize it. Read it. Read it. Whether you are in nursing, whether you are in chemistry, whether you are in fishery, whether you are in soil science, whether you are in environmental, please, it's going to work. Any department, make sure you read the ebook. Bruno, what's happening? I'm not seeing the phone number. Maybe I did not see it. Alpha Casmir, try to send it again. 0904657 crop science. Anywhere you are is going to work. Whether you are doing fencing and wiring in university, whether you are doing, I will only read it if you sell. Please, I'm selling it. I am. See for my head now. So please, okay, just chat the person up and tell the person, and this is my window saying he's going to read it himself. Okay, I will sell it at any price they give me. Because right now I made a promise that I was not going to sell it to the live participants. You get? So it's just for you people. But from when this live ends, I feel like it's going to be, how much is money again? It's going to be $10, guys. 10 freaking dollars. And I stand on my word. So, Princess Sherem, you are welcome. You're welcome. Do well to share this video to somebody. They're going to need it. All those people writing long nonsense answers in the exam hall, and after they're like, what's it called? They gave me an F. When you know that it is what you wrote, guys. I'm such a jovial person. See how I'm laughing. Somebody saying I have an attitude. I'm arrogant. It's not possible. Possible only. Have you sent it, Kasme? I've not seen it here. So the phone number, $10 money. No problem. But once the live class ends, I know the number has not been. Okay, if you can copy the number, let me just call it for you. 090. And anybody that has it, Ngozi Joy. I feel like this is Obiefula. If this is you, Ngozi Joy, just let me know. Let me call the number. Anybody that has it here should type it in the comments and I'm going to pin it. This is Nigerian number. So +234 904 65 70013. 0904 65 70013. Let's see what we're going to do. My email address is ugochukwu@gmail.com. Andrea Mullins is saying, how can I email you? ugochukwu@gmail.com. Please, let me make a request. My name is Ugochukwu Nwinya and I am a filmmaker. On the on the on the 13th of February this month, I'm releasing one of the biggest works I've ever done. I can't see any number here. Okay, there are filtering comments. Let me check. Okay. All right. I am going to be releasing one of the biggest projects I've ever done in my life, titled "This Is Not Love." If you're here for the first time, please give me a subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, and I promise I'm not going to disappoint you. Yes, I'm not going to disappoint you. Yes, the number is correct. 0904 65 70013. 0904 65 70013. 0904 65 70013. 0904 65 70013. My phone is at 20%. So that's all. I'm going to be releasing my film, This Is Not Love, and I would want you people to help me in every way you can. So once again, message the number, right? And let's see what we can do from there. My email address is ugochukwunwenya@gmail.com. The name you're seeing on my channel, the name, just put it together at gmail.com. You can also send me a message on Instagram at Ugochukwu Nwinya. That is all. I think all my socials have the same Ugochukwu Nwinya. I'm a very same person by nature, you understand, right? So thank you so much. And if you do not believe, I want the person handling the phone number to tell me that he has gotten like 10 messages for the ebook, and let me see the seriousness in that. Thank you so much for joining, and do well to share this class with every single person. Till I come your way next time, I love you. And I wish you success. God is going to help you get that GP that you want. So if you put in the hard work, I pray that God will help you study. God will help you to stay consistent. God will help you to read and understand. God will help you to make yourself, your family, your generation proud in the name of Jesus. Amen. And at the end of the glory or the honor be ascribed to God's holy name. In Jesus' mighty name, we pray. Amen. Thank you so much. I don't feel like cutting the life again. Thank you. Let me cut it, please, before we go. Yes, I'm so